Happy Sunday. I am about to train, but before I train, I want to show you the math behind success. Why success cannot be linear and why success looks like this. Let's do some math. So why this is important? Because sometimes if no understanding this, we can get stuck and then the rate of failure is going to increase if we think that everything in life just goes as a positive slope. And it cannot be possible, and I'm going to explain you why. If that was true, notice that you have here the time on the independent axis and success on the dependent axis. If that was true, that means that the time passing will make you successful immediately. And there is a problem here. First of all, lines have a constant rate because they have a constant slope. That's the reason why they don't change. So think about anything in nature that is constantly improving just because the time is passing. Most likely, nothing works like that. With that said, that makes you think there are people that sometimes are delusional thinking, oh, time is going to get me there. I'll get there with time. No, because time is the only variable right there that you're making success. Success and time are not the only variables that are going to make you successful. So now let's see why success has more than one variable, it's not constant, and even though it's a complex, it can also be a simple concept to do and to figure it out. So for example, we have this equation, and this is for my Taekwondo school. Consistency plus repetition plus time is equals to progress. And then progress is going to get you success. So how does this function look like? Like a graph. So that brings me to a polynomial. Poly means many. That's the reason why we call them polynomials, because now we're having more than a degree. So it's not only x, it could be x squared, x to the 3, x to the 4th. The higher that degree of the polynomial, the more curves you can have. Therefore, think about all the single variables that are involved in success. You have time, consistency, self-control, integrity, name it. And basically, they're going to look like a polynomial because that's how polynomials look like. They're not constant. They go up and down. And the higher the degree, which I'm going to show you different functions, basically, the more complex things get. So with that said, if you're able to put all your variables together, consistency, self-control, discipline, and all that, then you have a higher chance of achieving success. And how cool was that? Math and Taekwondo and life. Most philosophers are mathematicians, and the reason I feel it is because people think like when you're a mathematician, you're thinking about X's and Y's. It's actually the thought of matching how you can explain behaviors or things in nature with a logical or rational thinking, and then you can make deductions from there. Then if you think about it, when philosophers say something, it appeals to most of the people. No matter what you believe or not, there are things that they're so appealing when a philosopher says, like for example, Confucius, life is simple, why complicated? And we all feel like, oh, wow, that makes sense. It's because most of them think critical. And is it easy? No. Is it something you develop with time? Yes. And with that said, let's go Taekwondo, let's go math.